Yo, yo, yo. So, um, we promised that we would be doing something fun, but I didn't have time to prepare a draft or anything like that. So, this one's purely an imagination episode, DJ. We're going to use our imaginations to travel like we're in the freaking magic school bus. Except that that's literal and not You know what? We're using our imaginations like reading Rainbow. How about that one? That one's a better kids show to go to.
Sure, let's go with that. I didn't actually watch the Reading Rainbow while growing up, so
That's fair. It's just you just everything that you need is in a book. You can just go anywhere. Anyway, so let's begin. Hold on. I am going to bring up this fancy schmancy um this fancy
there's
schmancy Famitsu
actually one
spread.
thing you kind of missed in our overview, by the way, Dom.
Uh huh.
Your interview that you published.
Yeah. I mean, we did publish an interview. It's kind of a thing. So I highly recommend that you go and read the seventh anniversary in review um, interview. I know you have DJ, but anyway, hi. Let's do an opening. This is Granblue Radio. This is episode number 226. We're doing this one kind of for a 10th anniversary of Cygames kind of thing because, well, there's always a celebration, DJ. There's always something to celebrate.
10 more years.
10 more years. 10 more years. But yeah, like I'm sorry, I'm still entranced by the Cygames IP thanks illustrations because we got. I mean, it's because we got great end jammies. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this one or lie to your face. I lie to your face a lot, DJ.
Why didn't you share this with us in the interview? Not interview in the translation.
Why didn't I, show off copyrighted or
I
work?
know, I know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
Um, so where was this? This what I was going to bring up. This is the interviews. Where is the poll? Hold on. This is the Cygames manga. This is the
Oh, I
interview.
like the Monario that was on screen for it briefly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's also GGWP and also Idolmaster Cinderella Girls After 20, which only lists the
Go.
women who are of drinking age, which is, by the way, the most popular Cygames manga, apparently.
One.
There it is. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about the poll that they did. So, 1,400 people, not too many people responded to this one, mostly male, unlike the GBF ones, but there's still some interesting stuff to go over here. Um, and so we'll go over that a little bit. We're gonna just, riff on a couple of these questions. Um, so, all right, DJ, I know our answer for this one, but look at this. So, question number 6 was every day, how much time do you spend playing Cygames games? 55% said more than 2 hours.
Understandable.
More than 2 hours a day. And then that's the biggest. Half of that was 1 to 2 hours. Half of that was 30 minutes to an hour. And then only 3.5% of them said, I only play for about 30 minutes a day. And it's just like, damn. Damn, that is rent-free space in your head that Cygames is living in.
30 minutes a day is actually just only strictly pre-con players.
Either that or yeah, pretty much actually. I was like an Uma Musume session takes longer than that,
You need to take a while for your Musume sessions.
and you can take some frequent breaks because you can watch like Uma Pyoi Densetsu and stuff like that. You can like your result screen and like watch your horse take the victory mile,
Drop
etc.
kick by gold ship.
Delia. So yeah, this is another thing that's interesting actually. Is that question 8? Which of these games would you recommend to a friend or your family? Number 1, Uma Musume. Number 2,
Yeah,
Granblue Fantasy. Number 3, Princess Connect. Number 4, Shadowverse. Number 5, GB Versus.
that kind of makes sense. Yeah,
It does. Um,
I'm more least likely to recommend to a normal person a fighting game, to be honest.
I'm least likely to recommend Princess Connect to redive to a real to a member of my family because they already think I'm a little weird, and it's like, oh yeah, here, have this. Yeah, it would just reinforce what they think about me, and I'm like, you know what? Let's have them play Granblue Fantasy because it just reminds me of Super Nintendo games. Yeah, yeah, this is normal. This is definitely normal.
And then Uemusume out here.
And here's an interesting thing too. Q7, like, what's your favorite Cygames title? So number one was Granblue Fantasy. Number two was Uma Musume. There's a line in the Granblue Fantasy one that just says, "It's just a part of my life now." It's like it is an inseparable thing from just my daily life. It's like, yeah,
Mood.
yeah, pretty much. Um, and then the other thing that we were going to spend the majority of time talking about, like, who are the most popular characters. So we, just as a note, like, the number one here is only 60 votes out of 1,400. So there were a lot of people with a lot of favorites, but the boy Sandalphon got number one over all other Cygames characters. Tokai Teo got number two. DJ,
Hey, Taeyo's cool.
she is cool. Um,
And I know a lot of people like rice showers, so
yeah, number three Rice Shower, number four Narmea, number five Belial. Like the complete opposite ends of the wholesomeness spectrum.
yeah.
And then there's Sandalphon, who has both elements of wholesome and like vile in him. Vikala got number nine, which is actually surprising to me. But then again, I realized that I was one of the people who voted for Vikala as my favorite Cygames character. So that's me. That's
Yeah.
5% of this vote. And then
You
the
made her ninth instead of 10th.
let's go. So the main topic of today's conversation is just going to be us having fun, like I said. And this is question 10 on the poll, which was, what character from Cygames would you like to see in other games? Um, and so number one is Goldship because people just are so amused by Goldship because
Funny.
she's funny. She's she's essentially their VTuber, and she's out there just making like dumb, fun 4 minute content. It's like I'd like to see her in other games doing dumb shit. As you can see, we got Jita and Gran in the top four. We got Sandalphon number three because people just want to see Sandalphon. But the
Yeah.
question is, who do you want to see in other games from a Cygames title, and why? And where would you want them to go? That's a fun topic to think about,
Question is, hmm, how would I how would I choose?
right? Because I mean, we have out here we have Uma Musume, we have Granblue Fantasy, we have Princess Connect. Number six on this list is Tokai Teo because people just want to see more Tokai Teo stuff. Tokai Teo actually pretty popular with the female audience of Uma Musume, which is a big contributing factor. Special Week, Vern, Carol, Noah from Little Noah making a surprise top 10 appearance. But then it's
I had
like,
no idea who that was until I looked it up.
the little white-haired one with the eye patch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uni from Princess Connect was in there. Um, let's see, red hair from from Three Kingdoms Puzzle Tyson, and then
All right.
Bahamut just from like everything side game stuff. But
Who
it's
would
like,
I choose? And just thinking of side games overall, there's a lot in side games.
so I'm gonna go first while you're thinking because I was thinking about this, and this one is along the same lines of just wanting to see more gold ship content and just having her go to other places and just like um just be gold ship and just shit post all over the place. I kind of want to see Friday in other works. I would love seeing like a GBS very own Friday going around other mobile games and telling people to stop working on Friday. Like, can you imagine her being in freaking Genshin Impact and just telling people, "Go home, go home. It's 4 p.m. on a Friday. Go, just get out of here."
She would not work with Ganyu. Ganyu overworks herself to the point that when people tried to take over for her, they couldn't keep up with it. For it was three people trying to take do work for that one person was doing.
hmm And we know that Genshin is willing to cross over with other things because they're in Vice Fours now. You know, you know.
Was it Watch Wars? I thought it was Reverse.
Is it? No, I'm pretty sure it's a Vice Fours set. I want to say, was it
I'm
Rebirth?
pretty sure it's Reverse.
Gah! I hate that. Well, it's still a crossover property. Anyway, so that was sort of just my thought. It's like I think it would just be really funny for these characters to show up as a boss who just tells you go home, stop working, and just tries to get you to stop playing the game, like the freaking resetty of Granblue Fantasy. You know?
Oh, I think I have my idea now.
All right, go tell me. What do you got?
Put Gawain in a Muso game.
Uh, Okay, sorry, I had to recalibrate my brain. It's like Gawain, not the robot from Code Geass, but Gawain, our Gawain in a Muso game.
Yeah, he could take on a billion people.
Yeah, I mean that's canon. He's taken on entire armies at once, with just a bridge and his boiling anger. I'd be with that. Um, I also, I mean, this is personal bias. I just want Lyria in more games. Period. I'd like her to be in, for example, a rhythm game. Perhaps
Early stage.
maybe an Idolmaster game. Yeah, maybe. Just to
Starlight Stage.
just to throw out a random example that perhaps is in these pages of Famitsu. Where is that? There's the anime stuff. Side designation.
I like that answer. I want to see Belial in other games just to see age rating collapse. That's
That
a pretty
is
good answer.
that is a really good answer. I like that one. Just see Belial. Yeah, I mean Vikala in an idol game. That's true. Like as Vikala and not as Kyoko in Cinderella Girls, who's voiced by the same person.
Now I'm just thinking of Vajra doing it instead.
I mean, just bring all the Zodiacs to Cinderella Girls. Why not? I mean, what? At least one of them is
Do you really
already
want
there.
Anila singing?
Yeah, you're right. Never mind. Let's keep Anila out of there. Hold on. Let's not do this.
Anchi, I can see singing though.
Yeah, in a Love Live game, right?
Also because I listen to Quadruplets music.
Oh yeah, that's right. She does quintuplet songs still.
Well, not still. She only did that one song.
Oh, she only did the first season one? Okay, I thought they brought
Yeah.
her back for the second season. I guess not. But yeah, I mean, what else would I want? Like, I've. Oh, so this was the other thought that I had. I think that Lyria would be a great addition to Smash Brothers. There's been rumors about like Cygames stuff in Smash ever since Dragalia lost, basically, where it's like, oh yeah, they work with Nintendo. They
I
would
would have thought
totally
that
do it.
they would put Yuden in though.
Yeah, the
The
actual
main
Dragalia character. I just feel like it would be fun to play as Lyria, and she would just play like Pokemon Trainer, where she's in the back there, and the summons are doing the fighting for her.
Summons are huge, Dom.
They have Ridley in that game.
Yeah, and
I mean, they could be just what is it, Charizard size?
then also things are not to scale in Smash Bros. To be given as example one, all Olamar and the Pikmin.
I mean, yeah.
They're like microscopic.
And also, Mr. Game and Watch is also just like about 3 inches tall at max.
So yeah, maybe you could get that.
I'd be in for that. Um,
I'd still put Yuden over everything though.
yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. There's a character in Dragalia.
Mhm.
She's a Lance character. She's quote unquote Lance character, but she attacks with a cell phone.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's sick.
That's amazing.
That's funny. I want
That's
that character
amazing.
in more things.
I could. I would totally want that kind of thing in GVF just to add to the utter confusion of what weapon type is this. It's just a cell phone. It's like, oh yeah, the cell phone is a spear. You're just like, hmm, hmm.
Yeah,
Please explain.
yeah.
And you know, I'm just gonna look at these this number three like most favorite Cygames anime longingly, and it's like I want Zombieland Saga characters in other games. They're in World Flipper. They're in Rage of
Uh,
Bahamut.
what is that thing? Illusion Connects
They
is
were
also
in
one of
Illusion
them.
Connect. That's right. The Zombieland Saga music is in Cinderella Girls. The zombies themselves are not, and in fact, the one zombie who is also a Cinderella girl has not been allowed to do a cover of a Zombieland Saga song yet.
Kawasimaki.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh yeah, they're in Shadowverse kind of.
They have like a card sleeve, was it?
Don't they have two?
Yeah, they have one that's just the logo Zombieland Saga.
And then the one for for this season.
Hmm. And then yeah, so that's my ideas at least. I want Lyria as a Smash character. I want I want Friday hopping from game to game, telling people to go home and just telling people to stop playing. It's like, hey, go out, go shopping or something. Just stop grinding in this game. And then the other thing would be, let's see, you said Euden. So is Euden a sortie?
Yeah, he's a sortie.
So would he end up just being another sortie in Smash for you? Just
I
in
mean,
the way you think of it?
you can technically make sorties more unique with how they are.
That's fair.
But
But
typical sorties in Smash are has counter and has sword normals.
I see. The last thing about this Famitsu poll that I wanted to go over is another question that might be fun is what kind of game do you want Cygames to make next? So, overwhelming majority, more than twice second place, RPG, because they're good
A
at
lot
it.
of people still love RPGs. I still love RPGs.
Yeah. The second one would be a simulation game. The third one's an action game. They're making an action game in
Yeah, they're already doing that.
with Relink and with Project Awakening. Fourth place is a rhythm game, and I was thinking about this one, and it's just like, what rhythm game would you want them to make that they haven't already made? Because,
One that doesn't use up swipes.
all right, that's fair. So we're eliminating the design flaws of Cinderella Girls Starlight Stage here, but they've already made a Taiko game that has GBF music in it. They've already made a Theatrhythm that has GBF music in it,
That was funny. I remember that one.
and they were both freaking April Fool's jokes. I I remember playing the freaking Taiko game, and it's still installed on my phone. I just
Same. I
someday
also remember when that Taiko game happened because that was when I was at Anime Ascension, like 2018.
oh man, I miss that game. I miss it. Come on, Oira, come back, Oira. Uh, but yeah, it's like I guess I would be okay with them making like a Cygames music game that would include all of the
All side
Naruto
music.
stuff. Yeah, all of Psy music. I
I mean, so that's the beauty, like right now with like D4DJ, is that they're not afraid to just put music in.
mhm. I appreciate that about D4DJ and Bang Dream, where they're just like, I want this song in here. We're bringing the song in here. Cinderella Girls has only had like a few cover songs total. Like it's more than
It
10,
has
but
Hot
still like
Limit.
it has Hot Limit. It has like some Yuzu stuff. It has just like Code Geass for some reason.
I mean, Kogias and Bandai go together, and Bandai goes with Idolmaster.
Hmm. It's true. Um, a Bang Dream style would be cool just for a Cygames collab in there where they cover stuff for GBF and ZLS. Yeah, that would be interesting. Um, like a lot of these games that they on here that they've made, it's like puzzle game. They've made a few puzzle games. Puzzle games aren't necessarily that difficult to make. Um, this is the one that the last three on here are the ones that I'm staring at though, DJ. The ones that I'm trying to figure out like why
I
you
just
would
want
want Cygames to
I
do
don't want a
those ones.
sports game. I want a sports festival arc in Granblue.
Sports Festival Arc and Gramp. Yeah, okay, I really do want that actually, because they did it in Princess Connect and it was fun as hell.
It was funny.
It was fun, but like, what would Cygames do with a shooting game? Like, how would they?
Yeah, that one's a big. What?
Like, what about Cygames' expertise makes you think that you would want a shooting game from them? Is one of my questions
I
here.
mean, they didn't say we're not talking about their expertise. They just want a shooting game.
I guess so.
That's what the thing's asking.
Yeah, I guess so. Um, when it comes to like Cygames making a sports game though, DJ, I do want like sports mini games. I want like the equivalent of Sonic and Mario at the Olympics, right? Where it's just except that it's just like Ryomu playing freaking Winnie the Pooh baseball.
Because you saw that picture recently. Yeah.
Yeah, just because it's her suffering. I want like I mean they did make that baseball game. They put it in Princess Connect already. But like
Yep, they did.
10th Tech Priest in chat says Zombieland Soccer, GBF Tennis. That would be fun. Zombieland Soccer. You use Taya's head as the ball, kick it around. Oh man, I want that now. And then the last one on this list before you get to the honorable mentions that people just sort of threw in there, a racing game. I actually kind of would enjoy a Cygames made racing game.
I mean, all we need is just have Platinum Sky 3.
Yeah, let's just get Platinum Sky 3. They made like the equivalent of an endless runner for one of the Platinum Skies. Why don't we just make a racing game? I know why we don't make a racing game in a browser, but still, that would be fun. And then
I'm still laughing at Nakamura. Complaining because he had to use a phone instead of a keyboard.
oh yeah, it's like I played this on keyboard. I'm sorry. um, and then the last ones are things like MMORPG, which is basically GBF.
Yeah.
Simulation RPG. I'm not exactly sure what the exact definition of a simulation RPG is, but I actually would enjoy Cygames putting out an Otome game.
Oh yeah, here they are. All your boys.
They've got a lot of boys to choose from too.
And you know what? We could make it VR.
We could make it VR. We could have Vane making a pot of tea for you. You could have Percival talking about how it's cold in here, so he needs to heat up the room with his
with his sword.
with his sword. Oh
That-
man,
This just prints money.
it prints money. Why haven't they done this yet? Oh jeez. Um. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for this week. We're just goofing off and like it's Rise of the Beasts right now. I'm slowly building my way toward that next gold brick, and then it'll just sit on top of the other 8 gold bricks I have, and eventually get used.
I like the people's comments of why they like this character.
Which character?
The comments for GVF characters.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Some of them were fun. Some of them were really fun. Where it's just like let's see here, Sandalphon. I've been here for 5 years because of him. Woman in her 30s.
Understandable.
Understandable. Is Uma Musume considered a sim game?
Training simulator?
Training simulation game, yeah. It's pretty much a simulation game. It's not really a simulation RPG. Anyway. But yeah, that's it for this week. Like, go read the interview that I did with Fukuhara that covered, like, the 7th anniversary. It took a while to come out. Sorry about that, everybody. But there a lot of work went into that one. Has some interesting stuff. We can go over it next week if you want, DJ. Just talk about a few of the topics we covered.
I mean, considering that we're not actually expecting much this week still.
Yeah. And then, well, the week after that, we will have a little break in the Granblue Radio's normal schedule because next 2 Thursdays from now, are you going to be driving down or will you be already here?
I'll be already there.
Sick! Special edition of Granblue Radio where DJ's actually here. Jesus.
I mean, the last time you had one of these was one of the AXs with Tone.
Yeah?
Where he was at your place because you guys were driving down.
Yeah? Anyway, so that's it, everybody. We'll see you next week. It's probably going to be Flash Gala by then, so we'll see something. But yeah, relaxing time. Go ahead and catch up on projects. I'm catching up on a few projects. And see you guys next time. We're gonna
Later,
go off
folks.
and we're gonna watch the third most popular Cygames anime. 1, 2, 3, Zombieland Saga tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, good night, folks. See you next week. And DJ, as always, thank you for joining me and just
It was
talking.
short this time.
Actually was short, especially since we started late because I was busy
10 minutes
talking.
was KOF.
We were just talking King of Fighters lore for 10 minutes because I was just like, I'm just gonna let this keep going. Just roll tape. All right. Anyway, thanks for joining me, everybody. We will see you next
Next
week.
week.
Bye
Bye.
all.